STREETFAME TV.
They got a special guest in the building. Got Mugs a Million.
Thank you for joining us for Talk with STREETFAME right here on my TV 30. Today, STREETFAME Media is proud to present Girl Talk with S&M.
Everybody, this is Chris Love with STREETFAME TV. Today, got a special guest in the building. Got Mugs a Million in the building.
What's
up,
happening,
Muggs?
man? Yes, sir. What's happening?
I like to refer to Mugs as one of like the hidden legends of our community. I want to start off by asking you, man, can you tell the people about your origins, how it started, where it came from for you to get into this music industry?
Yeah. So I'm a Nashville native, and so probably back in the late '80s, early '90s. My mom's ex-husband actually, man, was part of a cover band.
Okay.
And they would like do, you know, the Michael Jacksons and the MC Hammers. That's when we kind of really came into the picture with their situation.
Okay.
So when they was doing MC Hammer, Can't Touch This, you know how Hammer was known for having all the dancers and everything.
Yeah.
They kind of brought us on board to be the background dancers. Me, my little brother, and two young ladies from the neighborhood.
How old were you then?
Probably about, I'm gonna say 7, 8 years old. Yeah, man, early bird.
Early bird with the dancing.
Early bird, background dancing, and then from there it became more about me, my brother, and two of my cousins. We formed a little group called Cuz, C-U-Z, and we was like performing at the family reunions and birthday parties for our female cousins and stuff like that, just trying to entertain the girls and entertain the family members and stuff like that.
Catch the vibe. So
Man, you better know it.
When did you pick up the pen and say, I want to start becoming a writer? I want to start.
I would say I maybe was about 11 or 12, maybe when I started like actually writing my own lyrics. So the story behind that, man, is actually a little funny too, because we was big on rapping like the Bell Bill DeVoe stuff.
Right.
Because they was like the first singers that was rapping. Now, you know what I mean, kind of real heavy when we was growing up. I mean, you know, outside of New Edition doing it at first, but we was real big on Bell Bill DeVoe. And we would always rap on top of their stuff. And one of my cousins was like, yo, you know, on the backside of that tape, it's the instrumental. And y'all ain't got to rap on top of them. Y'all can say y'all own words.
So that's how I kicked off.
And then from there, we just started like rearranging what they were saying to make it fit to what we wanted it to say. And then you look up, we was writing full songs. And, man, it was just, you know, it just took off from there.
So your first time question on stage.
Okay.
With a mic in your hand, is that when did you do that, and when did you realize, hey, this is what I really want to do?
I mean, outside of like the family reunion stuff and like doing it like for real, with original music and everything, was probably like 1999 when I was in high school,
99.
man. It's like my junior year, I think, or sophomore year in high school at Hunters Lane. We did a Big Boy talent show.
Right.
I mean, if I could show you the footage, man, you would see it, man. I mean, we rocked the whole auditorium. And it was like, without a doubt, we knew, like, yeah, this what I wanted to do right here.
So, Mug, from first of all, from 99 until when did you say, you know what, I want to take this to the next level? I'm already creating, I'm already writing, but I want to be a professional in this. Because we talked about this earlier. A lot of MCs, a lot of artists, they do the entertainment part of it, but they don't take care of the business aspect of it.
So from 99 till about, I'll say, I mean, because we always kind of took it serious. I mean, we was even introduced with our first management contract probably about early 2001, and we turned it down. You know, rest in peace to my best friend, Sammy Kennard, man. But Lil Whammy, he was always big on going to the library and like reading up on stuff.
Okay.
And so through his knowledge that he was bringing back to the table to us, we knew some of the terminology that was in some of these contracts. So we was presenting a contract for management, and it had the word power of attorney in it. And we knew then it was like, nah, we ain't rocking with that. So we was a little bit up on the business early on, but I really got all the way up on it when I went to school for it. I went to Nashville State, probably around, I started school in like 2008 and finished around 2010. And that's when I really like learned.
You went for the music?
Yeah, went straight for that, man. You know, because again, you talk about 99 to 2009, just me kind of doing what I thought was the right thing to be doing.
Right.
You know, we had a business permit and, you know, was set up as a record label, but we wasn't really taking care of the business.
Right.
We was signed up with BMI, but we didn't really know what to even do with it.
The functional aspect.
Yeah,
of the
like we was registering songs with it and just throwing stuff in our catalog, but we never really knew how BMI was supposed to pay us, what we were supposed to be doing to guarantee that we get paid.
Right.
You know, so
let's talk a little bit about that.
Okay.
The art of getting paid.
Yes, sir.
In the music industry, because you got a lot of experience with this.
That's what it's all about.
How would a local artist in this city or any other city go about setting it up for him or herself? Based on what you know. Yeah, so first, the most important, again, like I was saying about with BMI, ASCAP. Right. So these are like, for me, I would say like your first steps. That's what's considered your performing rights organization. So as an independent artist, by getting affiliated with the proper performing rights organization and properly registering your music with that organization, you can actually get paid for like the live shows that people do in their hometowns at some of these local restaurants or nightclubs and things of that nature. When your song is getting played on any kind of radio aspect or television, you know, that's one of the biggest and most slept on points of it, I believe, that people don't really take care of as much as they should. So getting with a performing rights organization, first of all. That's off the top. You know, and it's two layers to that. You know, you get affiliated with a PRO as a songwriter, but then you also want to take that extra step and get affiliated with them and establish yourself a publishing company. Okay. So what's the difference between just being a songwriter versus a publisher? So it's two sides of money that get paid out on performance royalties. When a song is played on the radio or on television, they pay the songwriter or and the music publisher. So with me being affiliated under both, right? So I would get a check in the mail for Lee Evans, the songwriter, and I also get a check in the mail for Money United with Game Music, the publishing company. Okay. So you imagine getting paid only as a songwriter and not knowing it was another check that would have came your way had you would have had your publishing company set up. Right. And I see you right now. We were talking about your book earlier. Yeah. We talked about how all the experiences in your life with the industry, and how a light switch turned on in you, like, how do I get paid from this? We're performing, we're writing songs. Yes, sir. How do we make money off of this? Yes, sir. What made you get into the mode of writing a book about it and bringing it back to the community? So when I finished school in 2010, I went on a nice little run. I moved to Atlanta. And when I moved to Atlanta, I kind of learned hands-on a lot of what I was being taught in school. I was able to experience it. Okay. Because, you know, I always try to tell people, if you think about it, right, when you go to like a regular job interview, and I'm going to get back to your actual question, but I like to break down stuff in scenarios for people to understand it. Go ahead, Rob. When you go and fill out a job application, right, most of the time they're going to say, you know, you need to have a bachelor's degree and 2-3 years experience. So education alone is still not enough. Right. So I moved to Atlanta to get the experience side of it. You know, I got an internship down there. I got connected with different producers and other writers and started actually learning the business. And so what I wanted to do when moving back to my hometown, even before moving back, actually I created the MICC, Music Industry Crash Course. I created the Music Industry Crash Course as my own curriculum to kind of take what would probably take you a semester of school. I can teach it in like 15 when you created the course, yes sir, when did you know that there was a need to get it to the people? Because these are your experiences. Yeah. When did you say, okay, if I get this to somebody else, it can help them do that? Yeah. Were you able to do that, and have you seen that? Yes. So I actually have a few proteges, couple of which have went on, you know, they were like interns at a studio that I was doing the mic class out of. Okay. And they've went on to become, you know, platinum engineers, you know, Billboard songwriters themselves, or they have publishing companies established and they're signing songwriters to them. The thing about it is,
I took it from experience. I knew how much me not knowing this information held me back. And so I wanted to be a person that advocates for the artist. I'm an artist at heart. And so I want to make sure that moving forward, artists don't have to continue to be putting their talent on the line, putting all this hard work in, and not actually benefiting from it.
When did you recognize, or did you recognize, because you were in the city, you were in Music City,
yes,
you were in
sir.
Nashville.
Yeah.
What made you say, I need to go outside of this element to learn something else, to go further?
Well, I mean, we all know that Nashville is kind of, it was a ceiling, you know, especially in the time of me doing it. You know, you look back on 2008, 2009 when I was making my big run.
Right.
You know, it was just a cap there, man. I would go to the BMIs and all of that, but they was always telling me, we like your stuff, but it's nothing we can do for you here. And so it forced me to have to go to Atlanta to seek other opportunities to try to take my career to the next level.
The good thing is that you came back. You went to Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
You got that experience. You documented everything. You put it in your book, and you
Yes,
brought
sir.
it back, and now you're giving it to everybody.
Yes, sir.
How can we get the course? Where can they go? How can they interact with you moving forward?
So, of course, you know, you can find me on the social media platforms. I'm on Instagram at MUGS_A million. MUGS_A million, just like it sound. But mainly our website, moneyunitedwithgame.com. And it's MONEYUNITEDWITHGAME.com.
You heard it.
Yeah,
Money
man.
United with
And
Game.
the book is available, man. So indie music, major business, man. Y'all check out the book. It's a guide to your first royalty check. Got some real jewels in there.
Shouts out to Muggs A Million, one of the positive artists, entrepreneurs in the city who brings it back and gives back to the community.
Got to.
Shouts out to Street Fame TV. This
Definitely,
is Chris
man.
Love. Thank you for coming out.
I appreciate y'all, man. Much love to Street Fame TV, and yeah.
Street Fame TV.
Hey Nashville, this is Demita. Let me tell you about my favorite place to shop, Colored Essentials, located on historic Jefferson Street, 2610 Jefferson Street that is. Here you can find all natural bath and body care products for women and men. All natural products like sea moss, organic toothpaste and mouthwash, hair care products, body butters, soaps, essential oils and fragrances, great mask selection, and custom t-shirts. Colored Essentials, 2610 Jefferson Street, a difference you can feel. My heart was so empty until you filled it with love. Filled it with love. And it was so lonely. Then you gave me yours. Together forever. Inseparable love. Inseparable love.
It's for everybody that's hustling, everybody that's hustling, everybody that's hustling. Get your money, man. Get your money, man. Get your bread, man. Yeah. I feel like I got 9 lives. I'm swerving there and there, okay. I'm vibing with my dogs right now. I'm a born hustler, you may get finesse. No, I cannot settle, only want the best. Never been so hurt that pain, hear you test. I thank God for this, cause I passed the test. In that Hellcat, I need none loud, cause I was speeding fast. I may lose a life. I done spent some money, now she wanna spend the night. I'm promote killing, but I gotta keep an eye. So many silent tears and give myself a chance to feel. Gotta have 10 if you got wheels. Where I'm from, they born to kill. No rag in my mouth to seal. After school, we was at the gym, trying to hoop up in my Timbs. Winter time, yes, and I got killed. In the morning, mama would yell, stop sagging, better wear your belt. They said Kyle in jail, right now he can't get no bail. I'm the label, I'm by myself, I don't really need no help. Yeah, them rules might get you killed, and the streets gon' leave you smashed. I'm a born hustler, you may get finesse. No, I cannot settle, I only want the best. Ever been so hurt that pain you test? I thank God for this, cause I passed the test. In that Hellcat, I need none love, cause I was speeding fast. I may lose a life. I done spent some money, now she wanna spend the night. I'm promote killing, but I gotta keep an eye. Only had money for noodles. No pets, no cats, no poodles. Remember nights feeling like a loser. 3-point team, I know some shooters. I was supposed to be a hooper, but music made me super. Start rapping, made me some mood. I was a nerd, now I'm no cooler. I don't like feeling with the mix. I don't really like them pics. All that tweeting at the south. I picked the coach to be a boss. Can't take another loss. I gotta stand on my feet. How you gon' say you love me, but you watch me bleed? I'm a born hustler, you may get finesse. No, I cannot settle, only want the best. Never been so hurt that pain you test. I thank God for this, cause I passed the test. In that Hellcat, I need none love, cause I was speeding fast. I may lose a life. I done spent some money, now she wanna spend the night. I'm promote killing, but I gotta keep an eye.
It's your girl, Ariana the Personality. I am super excited for you guys to be tuned into Street Fame TV. We have some exclusive interviews done at Streets 993. If you don't already have the app, go ahead and download it. Get into these interviews with me and 2 Live Bree.
Man, 2 Live Bree, 99.3 radio, man. I got... Hey, go ahead, man.
No, go ahead.
You know we can do it like this.
I know.
Real station.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. Introduce yourself.
I'm Ariana, y'all. I'm here and I'm in the building.
And this is my soul sister, so I got a very important guest with me simply because I got my soul sister here with me too. So y'all know it's about to go down. Introduce yourself, man.
Man, I'm Chef Mike True with Gideon's Army, a violence interrupter, a barber to the streets, and an uncle to everybody I meet.
I like that. Yo, so I brought you in here simply because you do so much for the community. I know you just got off the plane or whatever, so you kind of tired, man. So how are you feeling right now, energy-wise?
I'm always at peace. I am peace.
Yeah.
You know, that's why we was talking earlier. I'm going to bless you with a few things to let you know how to always embody it. Like, wherever I'm at, I am peace.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So when you practice peace, you don't got to find it.
I feel like the problems is going to just jump on you because it was meant to be. I feel like we chose to be here. You know what I'm saying?
Who said it was a problem, though? It's about, see, you're using the wrong people.
Perspective, too.
Perspective. You see what I'm saying? Everything that happens in life is teaching you something. Mm-hmm. You just don't know you in class. See, everybody in this world study and educate themselves to a certain level of cognitive understanding. So they go to universities. You just graduated. Matter of fact, I'm proud of you, brother.
Thank
you. Saying you did some major things.
Yo,
that's major.
This person right here finna drop some knowledge to you guys. That's why he's here. Keep going.
So we live in so all of that studies come from ancient Kemet and the mystic system. The mystic system taught the universal city knowledge. So we live in a city that's within the universe. So this is the university. Mm-hmm. So we go to the universities to learn. That's why we already sitting here. You already in school as soon as you take this vessel. Mm-hmm. As soon as you take this vessel, you start learning. You just don't know you in class. Mm-hmm. So once you start looking at life like every day is a classroom. Mm-hmm. Every day is a classroom. Every time you wake up is when you go to the place of learning. Mm-hmm. When you go to sleep is the only time you go to the place that really exists. Mm-hmm. And you ain't no such thing as rest. What you really doing is fasting. Mm-hmm. So the only point to go to sleep is to digest and allow your enzymes and hormones to do what they need to do to process this vessel. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Everybody we know that passed away, their body's still there, but what we know of them ain't there no more. Yeah. And we still feel that. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we are. And that's why no matter where you go, you can always find peace because you're not the vessel. You just a car. and the car can go anywhere. We the person in there driving it. So you see what I'm saying? A lot of times we can drive ourselves off a cliff, and that's what knowledge comes into place. Life ain't never gonna stop. See what I'm saying? It ain't no such thing as good or bad. It's perspective.
You gotta make it good.
Life ain't, so as soon as you can right now win the lottery, make $100 million,
right,
and then next thing you know, something terrible happened. The very next day. And then you think God punishing you or the devil out to get you, but all of that is perspective of the mind. Your location environment created your God. And that ain't saying no disrespect for anybody's religion, but if you were born in India, you probably wouldn't be a Christian. If you was born in Saudi Arabia, you probably wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying? You probably wouldn't be
it's all about going inward.
A Buddhist. You see what I'm saying? So you relative to your environment the same way in the streets. That's why we can apply this same philosophy anywhere we go. Because you're a product of your environment. You just got to learn the common denominator in the environment, and most of it is poverty.
So what's your purpose? What's your goal with everything you're doing?
So ever since I was young, I always knew that I had something to give. So my purpose in life is to give you life. So my purpose is to let everybody know that none of this matters.
That's what Two Live Free stand for. You know, I'm trying to heal folks through healing myself.
Absolutely.
So that's where I came to this point of like figuring out life, but figuring out who I am. But it's like, dang, how can I teach people in a new way? You know what I'm saying? Especially in our younger generation, because we so lost and desensitized about what's going on. What do you feel about what's going on right now for our generation?
For y'all generation, y'all actually in a good place. See, I think, because I look back and think about my generation, y'all just misguided and have a lot of resources. We were misguided and didn't have no resources. So ours actually was more detrimental because we were really trying to get it. It's easy, like the value of money now don't mean nothing. They throw it around. We wasn't never throwing no money. That started in the 2000s. In the 90s, we wasn't throwing money in strip clubs. You see what I'm saying? That's wasteful. We was buying houses and properties. But then they learned that, you know what, these niggas is really selling drugs and benefiting and like they elevating. Hold on, let's come out with these crack laws. So in 93 and 96, they started, Bill Clinton put out them crack laws and changed the whole game for us. So like, to be honest with you, y'all are really blessed and ahead of the game if y'all find out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do. You got to tap in and understand that y'all got the power. And honestly, I challenge every young brother, sister, whoever to actually read the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and the amendments. Because by reading those, you study your enemy. So as soon as you vote, you basically give your rights to those that you voted for, appointed in office. So meaning the power is in the people, but by the delegatory system, you give your power to the government. So now the government, it creates what you call a dependent. When you file your taxes, what do? You are a dependent. So look up the definition of a dependent. It's somebody that is indigent and can't care for themselves. So instead of being independent, which we were founded on, they make us dependents through an illusion system called the straw man. So basically, we all out here, you know what I'm saying, living these lives and we mad at the system when in reality, we are the system that we mad at. You want the world to change? Stop. Everybody on this planet, everybody in America can say, you know what, I'm not voting for nothing. I'm not paying for nothing. I'm not doing. I work every day and I give half of it to the system that don't even take care of me in my environment.
See, this is why I want Mike True for president. Like this honestly, man, like I bring you on here to also get some healing for myself, but also I know people that's gonna watch this and hear this, they can hear this knowledge and learn something. This platform right here, Streets 99.3, with me involved, is all about healing and educating folks. And you, for me, is one of the most strongest leaders we have in Nashville. You know, period. You know, and like, dude, like you just educated us in 3 minutes.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, that's what the type of people we need to align ourselves with, you know, to move forward. I seen you at the Black Lives Matter movement, you know, and things like that. So tell me, what do you feel about what's going on with the Black Lives Matter movement?
Well, to be honest with you, just to keep the, you know what I'm saying? It's
I understand.
It's black power to the last hour, no matter what I'm going to represent for my people. But we got to understand and stop following trends and hashtags just because they sound good. Worry about your household. You can't save the world at a protest.
100%.
But you can save the world by feeding into your seeds. So all that energy you spend driving up the road to scream and shout at somebody that don't care, put that into your house so that your child don't become a Breonna Taylor.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Make your son be able to know what it's like to protect a black woman. Instead of us complaining, we put too much energy in the negative. So we focus on what we want to change instead of focusing on the change. So we need to forget about all of the bull and move forward. Yeah. But to me, Black Lives Matter is another way of controlling us to a degree. It's like flashing something in our face and then making us run to it. It's kind of like the fool's gold effect. Not saying that they not serving a purpose in the community, but it's still all of these every week it's a new period challenge. My son challenge. All of this is creating what they call algorithm. If you know, I went to school for computer electronic engineering. Most people don't understand binary code. So with that being stated, everything you do, they building an artificial intelligence system called the Skynet right now, up under our noses. Everybody signed up for it. Anybody with a cell phone is already, you ain't got to worry. People talk about chips and mark of the beast. You carry it in your hand. You see what I'm saying? So to me, I feel like all of these agendas, anything that we know for a fact in America that has been marketed, branded, and promoted by America is a COINTEL program.
100%.
You know what? Google COINTEL and see what that means. So basically, they use us to destroy us. Not saying Black Lives Matter is set up to do that. But what I'm saying is that I don't know nobody of substance being promoted. You see what I'm saying? I know a lot of black brothers that could change this world. Every black brother that could change the world is dead or either somewhere silenced. So why are they promoting? Just what you always got to look at.
It ain't crazy because I was like, be careful.
About that.
You know,
that's the alignment that I'm trying to walk on. We're gonna tap in more, man. Mike, I appreciate you for coming down here to 99.3, man. You a legend, man. And I'm telling you, your spirit, man.
Yes, I was gonna say thank you for your
energy. It changed the whole
energy.
atmosphere. If you do not know Mike, get to know him. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all can look me up at Chef Mike True at MICTRUE on Facebook and Instagram and all that.
And now when we do these panels and things like that, I'm gonna need you to come through and support, man. For sure. I won't.
You know, man. That what they don't know is that you used to go to school with my son. There used to be two Breons. The one that played football and the one that rapped. So everybody used to think I was your father. I used to be like, my son, Breon. They was like, the one that rapped. Like, no, the one that played football. Okay.
That's how we wrapping it up.
That's fam.
You already know it's fam. Let's go. Too loud. Hey man, real talk, bro. We got to tap in more, bro.
We want to thank you so much for watching Street Fame TV. Don't forget to set those DVRs so you won't miss the latest trending topics and all the beautiful content we have going on right here on the show. Good night, everybody.
Street Fame TV. Contact us at StreetFameMediaNashville@gmail.com.